Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to play through a few rounds of Roll for the Galaxy. If you want to see our full review, you can click the link in the video description. Otherwise, stick around here and we'll get playing. Okay, so I already have this set up for 2 players, which is going to look the same for all player counts. There's only one little rule tweak here, which I'll talk about later, and different number of points. So you're going to give each player a player board. Each player's going to get a home planet or home tile, and then a planet tile, and then they're going to give you some kind of special ability plus maybe some extra dice, which I've done here. I got a blue die in this cup, and I have a yellow die in my citizenry. That player has a purple and a green in their citizenry. They all have cool names. I'm going to forget them. Gene is green, consumption is purple, yellow is alien, tech. Each player is going to start out with their worker on one credit or $1. We're all going to get a cup with 3 white dice. We'll have 2 white dice in our citizenry. We would also have this player board here, this screen, because everything's done in secret. I'm not going to do that because it's harder to manage with this board. So I'm just going to keep this off to the side so I can see it. But it's going to give a breakdown of what you're going to do in your turn, all the phases and the actions you can take, and if you're trading and consuming and all that kind of thing, how you're going to score points and all that stuff. So there you go. So that will be in front of you, so you're not going to know what's going on. And then you'll put all these out, and then each player's going to take 2 tiles out of the bag, and the tiles are 2-sided. There'll be a world side and a development side, and you're going to pick 1 world and 1 development, so circle and diamond, and put them on the appropriate space of your board. All right, and then we're ready to go. All right, so the game is pretty simple. On your turn, you're going to roll your dice. So let's just go ahead and do that. So these are mine. These are red. Okay, so I'll do my turn first. Remember, this is all behind a shield. You're going to line up your dice on the appropriate actions, and then once we get playing, and I'll explain a little bit more about this, okay? Then what you're going to do is you're going to pick an action that you want to take, because if no one picks the action, it doesn't get taken. So I think what I want to do is I want to settle, because I need 1 die to settle. So I'll take this here and I'll settle. Doesn't matter what the die face is. You can do anything that you want, okay? And then what I want to do is I want to keep the eyeball. I'm going to dictate. So once per turn, you can get rid of 1 of your dice up to here. It'll go back into your cup at the end of the round. And you can take any of these other dice and turn them into any action that you want. And I think I want to go this way and turn that into another eyeball. Okay? So there we go. So I'm doing all this. Other players doing that as well. So here's what they got going on. They have 2 eyeballs and a rocket. They're going to go ahead and select eyeball because they want to do some eyeball stuff, which is good for me. And they will, actually they'll keep that down there. They'll turn the rocket into an eyeball. And then they will dictate, send this over here, and they're going to try to settle right here. Okay, then we would reveal our screens. Then we're going to look and see what actions were selected. So I selected settle. They selected explore. I keep calling it eyeball, but explore. And then in a 2-player game, and only in a 2-player game, we're going to roll this die and see if anything else gets selected. So we have production. All right, so there we go. So now these are the actions that we're all going to get to take, and we can do these simultaneously. So on this board, it tells you everything you can do in the action. So during explore, you can get new tiles or you can get money. And I think what I'm going to do, since I'm doing 2 actions of it, because I have 2 dice, for my first one, I'm going to scout, which gives me, or stock, which gives me $2, 2 credits. And for my second one, I'm going to take a tile out. Now, when you take a tile, you can also discard other tiles. You can draw 1 tile plus the number of tiles that you discard. And I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take a tile. And then the tile that you take has to go either on the bottom of the settle stack or the bottom of the development stack. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put it on the development side. So it goes to the bottom. So now I can start working on a couple of these. All right. And that's that. This player will do the same thing. They have 1 eyeball. All your used dice go into your citizenry. They're going to just stock and they're going to grab some money. All right. Then up next we have settle. And I am going to settle this. takes 1 die, so I've officially settled that planet. Gain a military red die into your cup when you place this world. So now I get a red die in my cup. And then this player can settle. They need to settle 2, which is fine. So that'll just hang out there till it's completed. Next thing we can do is we can produce. Nobody picked production, so that's it. All the dice that we use to dictate will go back into our cups. Okay. Then we are going to go to manage. We can recruit new workers, and it's going to cost 1 credit for every worker that we recruit. If we get to 0, we go back up to 1. Okay, so basically you're getting a $1 discount when you buy. So I'm actually going to spend all 3. So I spent 3, go back up to 1. I'll take the alien and the novelty and 1 white one. So now my cup has 5 dice in it, which is pretty solid. Back at 1. Then this player, they have 3. They're going to do the same thing. They'll take their green and purple, because purple is really good. It's like a wild, and they'll do that. All right, flip these over, and we are done. Now the game's going to end when 12 tiles are built, or all these points have been consumed. Okay, let's do another round. We'll roll. We'll roll. All right. So same thing. I'm going to pick actions that I want to do. So I have 2 rockets. Asterix is wild. Asterisk. I always say that word wrong. So I need to decide what I want to do with that. And I think I'm going to make it a production. Yes, I'm going to do that. I want to do this action here. I'll do that as well. I'm going to keep the shipping. I'm going to ship 2. And I'll just go ahead and leave. No, I'll do this. I'll ship 1. I need to ship 2 though. I'll ship 1. Actually, no. I'll ship 1, and I'm going to turn this into an eyeball. Whoops, that was this. All right, so there's what I want to try to do. I don't really want to develop, but that's fine. So there's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to ship that. This is the action I'm going to take, but hopefully someone's going to pick shipping. And I have eyeball on that. And then this player is going to explore. And this player is going to do the same thing. They have this. They have a rocket. Actually, they want to ship for sure. So they're hoping that I pick production, because they want to ship their green good. And I'm going to shift this over here and turn this into a settle. All right. So then we're good there. Then we're going to reveal. So I'm doing production. They're doing shipping. And again, I wouldn't have known what they're doing, so they probably wouldn't have done that, but that's fine. And then we got explore. Okay, so there we go. So we're going to start with explore. I do want a tile, so I'm going to take a tile. Money's not as important for me right now. I want a planet. Okay, they don't have an explorer, so we're done there. We're going to go on to produce. I'm going to produce. Now, any color good can go on any tile, any planet tile, except for gray. Gray cannot hold anything, so I can have anything here. But blue, brown, green, and yellow are going to be used to get money, higher amounts of money. Yellow is the best. And then you're also going to be able to consume, which means you can basically eat the goods, and you're going to get points. 1 point just for being there, 1 point if the good matches the color of the planet, and 1 point if the ship also matches. So you can get a maximum of 3 points. Purple dice are wild, so they would help them that point. So there you go. So I'm going to ship that there. They can produce as well, so they will go here, and they're going to produce right there. And then we both have a shipping, so I'm going to take my ship, and I'm going to use this, and I'm actually going to, the shipping possibilities are ship, which is trade, and gain money based on the color. So I have an alien tech that give me $6, or I can consume it, and I would get 2 points. 1 just for being there, 1 because it matches the color, and there you go. So I'm going to actually eat it. So I'll take it. That gives me 6 money. Done. These 2 weren't used. They go back in my cup. All right, and then they get a ship. These 2 aren't used. They go back in the red's cup, and they're going to ship their green one, and they're going to take points. So 1 just for doing it, 1 because that matches the color, and 1 because it's a purple die, so they get 3 points. So they are in the lead on points. All right, done. Flip these over. We can recruit, so we'll do our manage, and we will. I'm going to do 1, to, I'm just going to do 3. So I'll go down to 3, and they're going to do, they only have $1, so they will grab the green, and they stay at 1. All right, one more round. So roll. All right, so, ooh, 3 wilds, that's pretty tasty. What do I want to do? You know, I think I'm going to do this. So I'm going to settle. I'm actually going to use all these for settling. And I'm just going to put this on ship, because that's fine. Actually, I'll use this here. No, that's a waste. Yeah, I'll do that. So I'll ship this, and then I'll take this one. I'm going to put it on production, because maybe somebody will produce. Okay, so I still have the 4 that I need, and maybe I can get that on that planet, which is pretty awesome. All right, then they're going to do their thing. They have 2 production. And this. I think they're going to do this. So they're going to come over here, and they'll keep this at production. And there we go. So we reveal, then we do our thing. So I picked settle. They picked, oh, no, wait, what? Why did I put that there? Yeah, they wanted to go there. Okay, duh. And then they pick production. And then the player rolls explore. So neither one of us have explore, so we don't do that. There is no diamonds. So diamonds can go back in the cup. There is settle. So I'm going to take 4 dice. I'm going to settle, which lets me settle that world. Worth 4 points at the end of the game, and gain 1 and a rare element, gain $1 and a rare element on this world when you place it. So now I get a good, and I get a $1. All right, they don't have settle, so they're done. Now we have production. So I'm gonna come up here. They're gonna put the green one here, and they can't use this one because you can't put goods on gray. So this will just go back in the cup, and done. All right, so I'm going to recruit 1, 2, 3. So I'll buy 3. They're going to just do the 1. And you can always pull dice off of your planets if you want to, if you don't have money, but usually you're pretty good. And that's how the game's going to keep going. You're going to keep playing like that until either these run out, somebody's built 12. Then you're going to add up your points. You're going to add up however many victory point tokens you have, all the points on your tiles, and if you have any 6, I think I have one here. If you have any 6 tiles, you're going to get the 6 points plus the bonus way that it's going to score based on what's listed on the tile. Okay, so there you go. Then whoever has the most points after all, that's the winner. There's a couple tiebreakers, which I think is most money, or most dice in cup, and then most credits. So there you go. So that is how you play Roll for the Galaxy. Again, if you want to see our full review, you can click the link in the video description. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and as always, keep gaming.